compensating.
If you're Asian, so we know you got a problem.
Hello and welcome back to the stream. I've got the chat going off in my ear. I'm not entirely sure what they're all saying, to be honest. Here we go. They are back. We're all feeling refreshed, and I'm feeling much lighter than before.
I'm into anarchy.
Oh my god! They fetched the guns. I'm in trouble now. If you're out there and you have found your way back here, just to check, is everything sounding all right to you, the viewers? I'm sure there must be at least one of you out there. I mean, I know I'm unpopular, but I'm pretty sure I'm not that unpopular.
So popular.
So unpopular.
Funny, hang on.
Question is, does Airsoft Jesus approve?
What God's name is that?
I don't know who this Airsoft Jesus is.
It's Mr. Craig.
There
you go. So,
oh, I'm being shouted at by someone. Hello, yeah.
oh,
Yeah, it takes a while to catch up. Right, okay.
nice.
She's saying she can see the logo, and it's because the stream's about 30 seconds behind us. Right. Yeah. Yes, sounds okay. Excellent. Right, I think we're good to go.
Quick wardrobe change.
Quick wardrobe change. Yeah. We've actually replaced Mark with his clone.
Yes.
No, the world's not that unlucky to have two of me.
Oh, that would be a sad day.
God.
Howard.
Yes, Mr. Britas.
Oh, let's get that again. Sorry, I'm just moving the the text about on the screen.
Bottom lip.
Right. So we've talked about why you should get into doing YouTube videos, and we've talked about our personal whys and how. I guess the big thing we need to kind of get across to people is the realistic expectations of what to expect uploading videos to the entity that is YouTube.
The interwebs.
In fact, apparently where you live, according to this screen, the internet.
Yes. It's my humble abode. The internet is my humble abode.
You normally kept at the top of Big
Yeah.
Ben, and they just wheel you out for special occasions.
That's it. Yeah, I charge a lot.
Yeah, this stream is making me bankrupt. Okay, the amount I'm pouring at Will to get him on it.
It is. You're getting an invoice after.
I'll pay in exposure.
Yeah, so realism. You know, you're not gonna first ever video. You're not gonna get a million views.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to break it to all the people out there that wanted that. Your first ever video is not gonna get a million
unless
views.
your name's Fortley, apparently.
Unless something crazy happens and you're very good at advertising yourself.
Yeah. Picked up by LadBible or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could do something crazy happening. It could do, but realistically, you want to aim for a progressive growth every week.
Absolutely.
Did everyone agree with that?
Absolutely.
You know, one week you go, I want to hit 5 subscribers this week. Boom, set another goal. And when you get probably to about 500 to 1,000 subscribers, you want to make monthly goals, and then that's when you just keep progressing. Really.
Absolutely. This is the thing. You've got to be realistic about what you're going to do. If you set out thinking that you're suddenly going to be making gameplays and going to be watched as much as the big channels out there, then you're sorely mistaken, because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Airsoft YouTube channels that do gameplay that all have medium to small to large followings, and if you look at them, a lot of Airsoft gameplay channels are the exact same formula of, I'm going to get a scope cam, I'm going to get a head cam, and I'm going to use the COD hit marker. And that's it. Even so much as if you change the hit marker, that's a big thing. Like I was blown away when I saw one of Swamp Sniper's videos, and he doesn't use the little crosshair. He's got that little nicely animated ripple that comes out when he hits someone.
Yeah.
That I'm like, that is an original thought there.
Think about the only gameplay I actually watched.
What, Swamp Sniper?
Sniper. He's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. I use the the Battlefield
Yeah.
When you kill someone on Battlefield, it does that thing and then shakes about and then it goes back in. Yeah, I've got one that says hype kill when I used to be called hype airsoft. And it used to go and then back in.
Even that starts to come overused. There's so
cool.
many people using that now. Like Alphonse does it.
Yeah. Andy Duncan in the comments just put or the Battlefield kill feed.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I thought I was well cool for doing that.
Well, I think
yeah, it's not a crosshair.
to be fair, I think you're one of the first to do it.
That style one was because it was very much so. It was like when you get an achievement on Xbox and it goes. Boom, that's basically what it did. It swiped across and then did a little glitch thing, then went back.
Yeah, I did something similar. I did one where I grenade killed a load of people and then went sorry straight after, and it popped up and said congratulations Canadian, an Xbox achievement.
That's brilliant.
You can find that on YouTube. It's called Grenades and Memes.
It's good. That's good.
But yeah,
I think something I'd like to say now is you've got to remember that when you start off on YouTube, until you're monetized, and we'll talk about the criteria for that in a minute, YouTube actively does not want to show your videos. Because if they're watching your videos, they're not watching videos with adverts on.
Or they're being super sneaky and putting adverts on your videos and taking them out.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And they're not paying you for it, which is a bit rude, but they do that a lot. So yeah, it's the first 1,000 subs is a massive grind.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a bit easier after that, but the first 1,000 is really, really, really tough. In fact, the first 100's really tough.
Yeah.
In it, depends how many mates you've got. I remember asking all of our mates to sub to us temporarily so we could get a unique channel ID, so we weren't like CXB7DY, B7DY, and we could actually be Airsoft Action TV. And that was really nice. That's a lovely milestone to get, is when you can actually apply for your own unique proper channel ID. That's not some string of hexadecimal.
Yes.
With the first 1,000 subs, all I'd say is set yourself realistic sub goals, like personal goals. I mean, like mine was to hit 250 subs in my first year. Day to date, from me actually first uploading my first video to an exactly a year later. And as long as I hit those 250 subs by 360 days later, I was going to be happy.
My one was I'd be really happy if I got to 100 subs by my birthday. And I started in April. I want to say April. No, it was May. I started in May last year. And my birthday was end of September, and I was damn near 100 by my birthday, and I was really happy with that. So much so that I went and spent a lot of money buying a new camera.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I actually hit 100 subs on my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually hit 100 on my birthday. I actually filmed a video on April the 3rd, and I literally, as I clicked record, I clicked over to 100 subs. I was like,
Oh, here's a good.
So I was in a really good mood when I filmed that video.
Here's a good question coming from the feed from Grizzle Me. What's your favourite type of airsoft video?
I would say the type that myself, obviously, Tom and Ben put out, informative videos where you can actually get into the nitty gritty. I'm not a big fan of airsoft gameplay videos, but more like the learning behind things. Like, this is how this specific type of gearbox, it's a banana, this is how this specific type of gearbox works. The butler has delivered. I prefer sort of, informative, educational type airsoft videos. I'm
completely with you there. I think the videos that I watch the most consistently are Tom's videos and probably Red Wolf. Whenever they put out a video, I enjoy that because I enjoy the good production value that they put into their videos. Even if they are just a marketing spiel, they're a good video to watch.
Their audio is generally not very good.
That is true.
I think that's because they have massive aircon and it's a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, I think they've got very...
It's quite a large area that they film in as well, isn't it?
That is
quite a large,
it's a very solid
studio
studio in terms of there's not too much sound dampening in there.
I'm just having a look at. I'm actually having a look through my liked video list to see what it is I actually like.
In fact, most of the videos I watch are not Airsoft. They tend to be real steel. I watch a lot of Forgotten Weapons.
I actually watch Dutch the Hooligan a lot.
Dutch the Hooligan. I've not watched too much of his.
I've not watched him.
I love him. See, he's got a gun. It's built by Umbrella Armories. Because he's sponsored by them, right? But the reason I love watching him is because he only double taps or shoots one.
Yeah.
When he's doing it. And it's so satisfying to watch on a scope cam when you see one BB float like 40 meters and hit someone and their reaction to it. And I really enjoy that. And I think that's also why I kind of want to get back into doing the videos, because I just watched one of my old videos and just went, I actually enjoyed watching my own video. Do you know what I mean? I sat there and went, that's a really cool thing. I like watching a BB hitting someone. I like watching that. I think that's really cool. And I think that's what I need to what's the word? Figure out in myself. What am I doing? What are you doing, Will?
So if I look at my liked videos, generally it's not Airsoft. It's either bikes or real firearms. The stuff I watched the most recently has been my own live streams, because I don't actually listen when I'm trying to run them. It's actually quite nice listening back. And then actually Negative Airsoft, strangely enough, even though I give them grief occasionally, I do actually watch him.
I watch him, although sometimes I watch him and get really, really angry.
That's probably why I watch it. But
so you can have a good right.
But it's working because I'm watching it. So
it was like the other day he was slating off lambda barrels, or as he called them, labdama barrels or something. But that was because he was trying to use a certain type. What was it? The maple leaf hot prop.
He was probably doing that deliberately just to annoy people. Because he does.
Absolutely.
He does tend to do that. But yeah,
do you find that House Gamers is an entertaining channel?
Yeah,
as well?
I watch some House Gamers.
I used to watch.
He's a nice guy.
He's another one who says sorry or thanks, Buddha.
Yeah, but that's because he's Canadian.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
I'd like to maybe try and get them on.
I really used to enjoy his videos, but more recently I found that some of his I just don't click with his videos anymore.
Yeah, his older stuff is better. His newer stuff isn't so much. It's almost more forced. Like I've got to get a video out.
Like I was.
He may be going through the same stuff that other people. Yeah, people have gone through.
Yeah, I mean the one that was from all regards a pretty decent video, but I just didn't enjoy was his my guns that I like, and he went through a load of guns in a very short amount of time, and he just didn't give any form of actual information other than it pews really well. And it's like, okay, that's cool.
His most recent one, his top 10.
Yeah, that's really cool and all. And he did talk about some cool guns, but he didn't give any kind of actual detail on them in terms of, this is how long I've had them. This is how, have I had to do any work on them? Obviously, Will, you're going to say that it was a great video because he bigs up the Evo quite a lot in it.
Yeah, use the Evo, best gun ever. Best one invented.
I've never actually
not oversaturated at all. What?
I'm surprised. Like I've never seen on a game day anyone running the Bren. I would have thought that with the Evo being like a big thing.
Brents are really good. The Brents are really well made.
Yeah, I kind of want to get hold of one.
It is really well made. It's really good. What we need to do, honestly, if you want to know all the ins and outs, you need to start shouting about it, posting pictures about it, telling Airsoft retailers to get it in. That's just.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to see it more, shout about it and ask an Airsoft retailer to buy it in.
Expectations, right? It's. And we kind of touched on it earlier, didn't we? About it's about your why. Why are you doing this? If you want to be super famous, it's really difficult. You're going to have to work really bloody hard at it.
Go work your balls off, man.
To get the traction, to get those videos into people's hands, to get people watching it, to get people recommending it, to get
and on
people...
top of that, as Will was talking about in the previous part, the YouTube algorithm, that almighty power that no one quite understands. But the things that we do kind of know is you need to be uploading regularly, and you need to be not too long and not too short. You've got to get that Goldilocks zone for video length.
And the length thing changes on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I've actually found some of my longer videos tend to be some of my more popular videos, weirdly.
Yeah, but that's probably not an algorithm thing. That's probably just people like your...
But also format. That might be people who want to watch it all but don't have time to watch it all in one go and watch it over several days, over several views.
Yeah,
because that turns one view into 7, say. Yeah. But then your average view time drops.
I mean, again, there are
heavy tutorials, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are YouTube channels which are dedicated to rigging the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, and they help you out.
They help you a lot out. And as Will talked about metadata and what words are important. So if you're trying to grow, that stuff's really important. Staying on top of what's going to get you up the list is super important.
Absolutely. And as we said before, it's things like making sure your thumbnails are recognisable. So from the outset, as soon as I started running this as English Kiwi, there's always my Kiwi logo sitting in the top corner, because you scroll through it and you see that and you're like, oh, that's an English Kiwi video. And Tom, you do the same. You've got your AATV logo in there.
I've changed this month. So I've gone from the old style to a almost more conventional YouTube style now, as Will talked about, with a face. With some emotion, that's made a difference. Has definitely made a difference. More engaging, more exciting graphics. That's made a difference. It's still not massively sensationalist, but there's definitely elements of the more popular nature of stuff coming in.
Actually, I'm scrolling through your channel, and I can see the change.
Yeah, just have a look. Yeah, it's just changed.
I can pull it up for everyone in the stream. So you can see it was the white slant with the text on it, and then an image with it, and then you've gone from that to black for your live streams, which I thought was quite cool, and now to your it's almost like the kind of Japanese flag style sunbeam background, which sorry, I just found your state of the game stream. I love it. But Can I ask about the glowing eyes one? Because that reminds me of a thumbnail that I made of you almost half a year ago.
It was, but
that comment that just came up then, it's just Grizzle Me just said videos that are 10 to 12 minutes seem to help boost the chance of getting monetized. Now, I know what you mean, because it's adding more time to watch, and I agree with that. But do you know what the biggest thing for monetized channels, why they make videos 10 minutes, is because YouTube can put 2 adverts on it. So what happens is you get an end of video advert and a beginning of video advert, and even if people don't watch to the very end, right, because YouTube can put it on, you get paid more.
Absolutely.
That's a massive one.
And they're more likely to show it because they get to show more adverts.
Yeah.
YouTube's an advertising company. It's what they do. They sell advertising. That's actually their model. So you've got to kind of give them a bit of a boost.
Guys, you can relate to this. You can massively relate to this. And I learned this very quickly, right? So when you are on Facebook and you post a link as your status, which is your video, and you press click to share it, you will get probably 10-15% of the usual interaction of what you get. Usually you'd get you'd get a lot of comments if you put a picture and just a question. You'd get loads, right? You'd get loads. Now, but as soon as you put that link, what's happening is Facebook's going, you're trying to advertise something here.
You're trying to take Facebook's customers off Facebook.
Yes.
And they don't want you to go on Facebook. They want to serve you ads.
Like this. Yeah, because Facebook's going like this. You're not paying me for people to see this. So I'm not going to let any of your friends see it. And that's what they do. And so that's why you'll always see me if I ever advertise something, or not always, but most of the time, I will go, here's a cool thumbnail. In the comments is the link. That's the best way to do it.
I've not thought of it that way.
Be like, look, in the comments is where the link is.
Actually,
quietly changes Facebook statuses.
Seeing as we're talking about social media at the moment, I quite like to talk about promoting your channel and what I think are the right ways and the wrong ways to do it. In my opinion, the right way to do it is go, hey, I've just made this video. I think it might be of interest to you. Check it out. And if you like what you see, drop a sub. I think the wrong way to go about it is going, I'm making a channel. Everyone go sub now so I can hit this many subs.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why. Like, I get it that you want subs, but I don't understand why people should sub to you when you aren't making content. Or should sub to you just because you say go sub, as opposed to here's some content, have a look at it.
I agree with that. I think another one on that line is if you're promoting it to your friends list, it should be very much like, guys, I've made a new video, here it is. If you're promoting on UK Airsoft community, right, it most definitely should have a hook, right? It has to, or else someone will go, oh, it's just another goddamn video. You know, like if I it's like your titles have to make someone want to click it. You just
or it's got to be relevant. Like there's been a lot of conversation about something.
Yeah. Or the best way to do it is if you want interaction. You will see this, and if anyone's watching this, and I'm very truthful. I'll always be truthful, and this is something I do, and I'm about to let you know. And some people might see it as snidey. I don't really care. Right, is what I do is if I want maximum interaction on a post, I will make something about someone else's vanity, not mine, but it will actually secretly be about me, right? So what I'll do is I'll go, hi guys, put your Instagrams down below, yeah, show me what your Instagrams are, but the picture will be my Instagram, yeah, it'll be my Instagram app,
yeah,
and everyone will see it, everyone will see it. Yeah. Because they'll post theirs down because they want their vanity will be going, oh, I want people to follow me. I want people to know what my Instagram is, and they'll just put on the comments. And that's little psychological things. Like I'll never bullshit. I have reasons for doing things.
Oh yeah,
and I'm always open about it. But it's how you get anywhere. It is how you get anywhere. You have to be clever. You have to. Don't be a busy fool. That was what my old boss told me.
That's a good point.
But don't be a busy fool, because if you're working your so much that you're not getting results, you're being a busy fool.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the other thing is don't spam. Don't go. Yeah. So don't.
That's big.
So like
big.
I post links to UCAT when I think it will be applicable to most people on UCAT. So, like, when I'm doing a big live stream. So, like, the which L85, because that question gets asked all the time, which L85 should I get? And funnily enough, a lot of people interacted with that. But I don't post every goddamn tech video I do, because there are hundreds and hundreds of tech videos out there. And either you're going to watch it because you enjoy watching me mess up all the time, and enjoy watching my style of tech work, or you're going to be looking for that video because you want to do that tech work.
Yeah. Well, the thing is the beauty of that is it's very niche if you put that as a title, but it's also niche enough to get you views if people are Googling it. Do you know? Like if someone puts, how do I take apart my no. If you title it that, it's going to come up.
Yeah.
It's going to come up.
Yeah, so like...
That's why I always put traces. I put traces in all my titles.
Yeah.
Because I swear people are still discovering them. People are like, you'll see a tracer and they'll be like, what the hell is this sign? And people are just discovering it, but I still think they're goddamn cool.
They are really cool.
With the spamming bit, I think there's, myself, well, me, Ben, and Anvil, we've all got Facebook pages for our channels. That's about the only place that I'll spam every video.
Oh yeah, because it's my channel.
Because it's relevant. Because it's my channel and it's my Facebook group. But I mean, same with like UCAC and SAAT owners. I'll only post videos there if it's same as like Ben was saying. If it's relevant, so like when somebody was asking about how to take apart an Army Armament L85. Oh, I think I can help here. Would you like to see this video I did of it?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Link.
Or for instance, when I did a teardown, and when Tom did a teardown of the M16, the A1.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll put this in the Cold War group because those are the people who want to know about it.
Yeah. It's relevant.
Yeah.
It's very relevant.
You've got to be smart and target your videos to the people you think will be most likely to watch it. So, for instance, this is a live stream about YouTube and doing Airsoft YouTube videos. Where did I put it? On the Airsoft YouTuber page, where people who want to make YouTube videos talk.
Somewhere like YouTube Anonymous. I can't even say it.
YouTube
Anonymous.
Yeah.
Anonymous. Yeah, somewhere like that, where it's to do with YouTube and airsofters.
But I think, like most of the time, if I see someone go, hey, I've made this video, check it out, I'll go watch it to give them the benefit of the doubt because I want to find more content to watch. I love to consume as much as I love to make.
Period.
But if I see the same person every day posting, hey guys, come sub to my channel, I've got great content coming, I'm not going to click on that because there isn't that content there to have. It's
link droppers. Those who literally just go to the page, drop the link and leave. Those are just, don't even put, hey guys, I've made
video. I've done it a few times. Generally,
leave link.
A lot of my stuff isn't relevant for some of the bigger Facebook groups. When there has been, it's been worth doing, but I tend to leave a question. So this is going back to Will says. So I'm like, okay, so we did one on combat trousers. We took like combat trousers from £5 to £300, and in there we I asked a question as part of the post. What combat trousers do you use? What do you think? How much should you spend? And then, of course, we started another cry trousers aren't worth the money flame war.
Yeah.
and then had to sit there and moderate it all because I also believe if you're going to dumpster fire stuff like that, you need to stay around and look after it because that's not fair on the admins otherwise.
Yeah.
But that generated loads of
that doesn't always work.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I used to post occasionally, probably every other video, I would post a link into r/airsoft, the Reddit airsoft page, but with a question. Related to it, and I thought I was trying to contribute and get people talking, and people did talk about certain things. And then I suddenly noticed nothing I was posting was getting upvoted, and I'd been shadow banned by them. Even just doing interaction on other people's posts, and I was like, hey, what the hell? I'm not spamming, and yet there's.
No, they're really funny. I got banned and then I protested. Mainly because I kind of hit them with the logic that 99% of the posts on this subreddit are people going, "Hey, look at my gun."
Yes.
It's useless information. So if you really think my video isn't relevant, isn't better content than "Hey, you look at my gun," you're a fucking hypocrite.
There are groups for "Hey, you look at my gun."
Well, I honestly, spamming or not spamming, every post you make, post it into UK Airsoft community, right? Now, let me explain why. There are 200 to 250 new members a day in the UK Airsoft community, right? Who have never seen a video, who have never seen an Airsoft video, who have never watched a breakdown video, who are still new, and they're still getting into the game. Like we're just about to hit 30,000 members, right? That's a hell of a reach, and that's what you want. Don't get me wrong, you do want repeat people back, but your main growth is people first clicking and then subscribing or checking you out. Because what he'll do, he won't ever have he won't ever have an opinion on you. That new person is a new person to it who won't have that opinion of this is what this is, because they don't know what that is. They don't know that people are spammers or people are a reputation. All they see is just a new piece of content, and that is the opportunity of where it is, and that's why telesales works, or phone sales, because what you're doing is you're smashing percentage, because all it is that 1% of people where you'll make your money. And that's how it works. It's quantity, but it's being clever about it. And that's why I think if you're respectful, but still post up once a week, which you don't need to post more than once a week, really.
I think once a week is
just spend
is the
that
limit.
hour. Yeah, but when you're doing that, people also can get into like a regime. They'll go, oh, I might see this today, but I kind of enjoyed last week. I might as well stick around. Do you know? It's just little things. If people get into a regime or structure, especially in these unprecedented times, people are gagging for structure right now. They are gagging for structure because people's lives are just, I don't know, I woke up at like 4. but imagine getting up on a Tuesday going, there's an upload at 7 at Tuesday. That's the structure I've been gagging for right now. It just little things, little pushes. Like I don't know if you guys have been seeing, like I do morning posts now asking people how they are and what they're doing today. And like, are you going for a little walk, or like I try and motivate people. And that's giving me structure mainly.
Well, I think your fitness videos have really been helping a lot of people as well, and just watching the fact that on furlough you've been able to actually take that and use that positively to do self-improvement and help other people and stuff.
Oh man, I'm still shocked I haven't drank myself into abyss. Because that's my personality usually.
Well, last night.
In fact, actually, well, there is a question in the comments for you. Where's the cider?
I haven't got a cider today.
And why don't you have a cider today?
I'm very hungover, but also tomorrow is back onto structure, so I can't drink on a school night.
Oh, are you back in the office as of tomorrow, or?
No.
Back into fitness structure, right? Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, so I took a fitness break.
I was going to say on Will's fitness, I haven't watched any of your fitness stuff, mainly because I'm happy being fat.
The one promote actually is be happy. Whatever makes you happy.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's really
but happiness makes me fat.
It was good to see, like on the Instagram feed, Will's smiley, happy face as he's walking through a park throwing a rugby ball about.
Always.
Yeah. No, well. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see if I've missed any questions.
We talk about monetization quickly.
Monetization. Oh, joy monetization.
Because just because I forget now because it's been a while. But isn't it is it 1,000 subs and 4,000?
I'll pull it up on Chrome. Here is my monetization page. It is 1,000 required and 4,000 watch hours per year required. So that's a rolling 12-month window. So I am. My channel's been going properly just over a year. I think I'm 1 year to 1 year 2 months or something. And in that time, with pretty much weekly uploads, I'm touching on a third of the way to the required watch hours, and a third of the way to the subs. So it's not. Don't expect to get on here and start earning money straight away. And even when I start earning money, I'm still going to be massively in the red because I've been spending lots of money to be able to continually make content. Yeah. Because, funnily enough, to review a gun, you've got to have a gun. And to get a gun, you've got to give money to someone. That's how economies work.
I think at first, the most cost-effective way is gameplay, isn't it? Really? If you think
You're
about
doing it already, so you might as well film it and try and use it. Yeah. Or if you already do tech work. So I already did tech work. I'm already spending the money to buy these parts. I might as well set up my camera and
film it. Yeah.
And it just so happened that I tend to buy a gun every so often, so I was able to do reviews on it. Obviously, I can't review now.
You don't get paid to earn $100 anyway, do you?
The what?
Would you like? Sorry, go ahead, Will.
You have to earn $100 before you get anything anyway.
A lot of online earners are like that. So I've got a Shapeways account where I put up 3D models that I've designed that people can then buy, including Mobius Maxi mounts and stuff. And I was like, oh great, someone's bought something. And then we can't pay you until you've made $25 of money, and I'm only charging like $1 profit. And then it turns out not only do they charge their costs, they then charge you an extra cost on your earned money. So my $1 that I've actually made, they cut 20 cents off. So I'm making nothing, and they're just making all this money off my design.
Basically doing it for a portfolio.
Okay, so I've got my last 28 days up.
Right.
Okay, so 25,000 views, 2,500 hours, 300 subs, plus 300.
Yeah.
What do we think I earned from that?
About $350.
About $350. $5.
I'm going to go with 20,000 views.
10 quid.
I'm going to go with 35, 36.
So about $24, $25,
yeah.
20 quid.
Yep. Seems about right.
There you go. So that's the massive revenue from my channel.
But that's a lot of views compared to others. So wait, what did you say your view count for the last month was?
25,000.
25,000. So compare that to what has been an exceptional month for me, 3,400. So
it's been an exceptional month for me. I mean, COVID's been amazing.
It's been awful for the country.
Absolutely amazing for the channel.
Yeah, awful for the planet. Great for YouTube.
Yeah.
People have nothing else to do. I can actually see it dropping off. I can see it dropping off as people are returning to work. It's already.
Stop going to work.
I was like, no, lockdown again. It's been so good. I mean, it's pretty much doubled. It's pretty much doubled in size in the last 3 months.
Yeah.
And that's not me. It's literally, you can see it, lockdown.
Yeah.
But also, your quality is getting better every episode.
And my quality has improved as well, massively. And my thumbnails are better. And my camera works better. And my editing's better.
Yeah, very much so.
And that's partly because I believe in myself now.
Yes. Good. That's what you need. That's another thing that most people don't actually realise is the psychological part of content creating. It's huge. It's huge.
It's massive.
Going into a bit more perspective, like what Ben was saying about his channel's a year old. Mine's coming up on 2 years old, and I'm only just about halfway to the watch time hours now as well. And until recently, I was putting out 1 or 2 videos a week, but I know to Ben's the same. It's not all about getting as many views as we can, though, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
The way I look at it, the entire point of doing the videos that I do is to help other people out and to show off what I'm doing. So it's all about the audience interaction and building a community where I can try and help other people. And that's what I love. So whenever I upload videos, I'm always looking to see when the comments are coming in and always try and respond to them and try and help those people out. And I feel like it's the same for you, Tom, and the same for you, Mark, as well. And as Will, you said, every comment, no matter how small, you respond to, because it's all about, well, for you, it's all about the interactions and building the interactions. And again, with me, with any YouTube channel, if you respond to a message, they will respond back to you. But to do that, they have to go back to that video page, so you get another hit on the page, and that helps with your interaction.
Yeah.
Like my Midlands Airsoft Fair video, I had someone come on it and start spouting shit at me about being a kid and how I was so disrespectful to soldiers and about just playing with toy guns and stuff. And I'm like, hang on, this is all about an event that was raising money for Pilgrim Bandits. But hey ho, but basically I posted it on YouTube and I was like, oh, I must be doing something right. I've got my first hater. And then they all read the comment and were like, oh no, that's not cool. And they all started spamming him with replies. And then he started replying to them. And I'm just sitting there going, oh boy. And in fact, hang on. I'll pull it up on Chrome. I'll show you like my kind of view spikes over the last time. There's this massive spike from Midlands Airsoft Fair, which was somewhere in here, Midlands Airsoft Fair, where that was the case. It was just people spamming it to have a massive go at this guy. And I think it's fallen off the back of my... Yeah, it's fallen off the back of my year. Ah, shame. That was a... Yeah. Shame we missed out on 2020 math. But hey,
yeah. Well, I just, you know, I don't even know when everyone's going to get back to actually full airsoft and playing airsoft.
Well,
and
apparently
stuff.
it was today.
Well, we won't talk about this.
I'll get really cross. I'll get really cross. So it's not.
Yeah, we'll get cross.
Let's not go down that way.
I'm still amazed that went ahead. Unbelievable, to be honest. But anyhow.
Yeah, I know. But yeah. Can't wait. I just can't. You know, I've actually since talking about this here now, I actually really want to get and record a video now. I genuinely do. I just want to do a scope cam video. One, because I know it's going to be quite easy, and also I think it's something I'd want to watch.
Oh yeah, no,
like a compilation.
Good. My Will YouTube video list is looking decidedly barren.
Yeah, Will, come generate some content for us to watch.
Yes, try.
I think it definitely helps if you have a beard. I think that makes massive difference to your YouTube.
Yeah, this is why I don't do well. Like, no one wants to watch this.
And I've trimmed as well.
I'm just looking at the comments. Phineas Puffin hit the nail on the head. If you want to grow your channel, start a flame war. Mate, do you remember there were those two American reviewers probably back in 10 years ago, Crazy NC Man and Jarek 4, and there was some massive beef between them, and like all of their videos from then on were just them hating on the other one's reviews.
Will, maybe we should do that.
That was a massive spike.
You were just like, Will Greenwood.
He's awesome. Absolute prick. Just start infighting, that'd be great. And
just a massive
Try to start a flame war.
Parody of a parody of a parody of a parody going round all the time.
To eventually it cuts to us actually meeting in real life and Tom puts me through a table.
No, they don't call him the Anvil for nothing. Right, other comment. Grizzle Me, what's your most and least favourite things, aspects about making process of a YouTube video? Well, that's actually something we'll cover in a minute, is talking about personal aspects and about what we go through when making videos, because I think we've all been going through the same things and thinking it's only us, and then eventually put the pieces together that we all get super stressed out about making videos.
We're all in this together.
So actually, let's talk about it. So this whole stream was actually inspired by Purple Helmet, a long since dormant channel who might actually be coming back, and I think was an inspiration for quite a lot of us to actually start and start making our channels, and it's weird because he gave me a lot of advice when starting out, and then he was messaging me being like, I don't think I can do this, and all of his doubts were exactly the advice he'd given me a year ago that I just pulled out and threw straight back at him. And I think it was then that I realised that, hey, I go through these same problems, and then we all started talking and realised that actually we all get super stressed out about making videos, and it's part of it is it's the analytics that we can see that really get inside your head, because you're like, well, hang on, why don't I have little fireworks going off saying this is my best performing video? It's my latest video. I've got more subscribers. Why isn't the watch time up? And it gets...
Yeah, we all see that we're not fussed about the analytics, but the analytics are there, and they do. As much as you say, I don't care about how many views I'm getting, how many subs I'm getting, you can't help it. They dig into you. So I have videos only got half the views in the last one.
First thing I do in the morning before I do anything is I fire up YouTube Studio on my phone and sit and see how many more subs I've got. I'm completely addicted to that little sub counter.
I'm always checking to make sure I've responded to all the comments and that a new comment hasn't come in, because I want to respond.
I'm always checking to make sure I ain't lost it.
This is actually a real big one to why I stopped. It got me to a point where if I made a video and it wasn't getting the traction I wanted, it would make me physically upset for the day. Like, actually upset. and that there is quite upsetting to think that it got to that level where I spent. So it's because cutting all the footage down, reverse cameras. It takes like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours of solid sitting there clicking and getting it all together.
Making eye contact.
Watching this entire of your game day to get the nicest, coolest things to make that video. And if it didn't do well, things would come into your head, and I was perception was everything for me because it's vanity. I'd go, if this video isn't getting good views and what people can see, then I cared that people would think that I wasn't a good channel by what they saw, because it's perception. And I cared a bit too much. And I cared far too much about being popular, being the most popular, being famous, being that kind of thing. I cared about a bit too much, which now I think I'd be a lot better at YouTube now, because I'd just sit there and I'd just make a video, I'd post it, and I'd go back to my Instagram, or I'd go
have
for
a healthy relationship with it.
Much more, because it was very unhealthy. It was because I was like looking for my big break. I was looking for, because I was in that point of time where my job was a job I enjoyed, but it wasn't earning me money. It was bare minimum. I was looking for that break, that big break to become a YouTuber and sit back and enjoy that lavish lifestyle. And do you know what I mean? Because that's what you get.
Yeah, I do.
You get delusional. And you just it needs to happen. Yeah, and that's it. Exactly. You sit there and you get upset that it's not happening, and especially with my personality, it's very much like.
Well,
that's what my personality is.
It's human nature. We want that that validation, and no matter how hard you try to not think about it, you're always there. Like, is this video going to do well? Are people going to enjoy it?
Yeah.
And weirdly, sometimes it's the videos that I don't think are going to do well that end up being quite well liked. Like, my best performing video is my A3 video, which was kind of a quick slapdash because I wanted to see if people actually liked the design and whether or not they'd want me to make it properly. But that's gone on for me to be massive. That's 2,500 views on that, which is now 10% of my entire channel views off one video. And it's weird. Sometimes you just need to sit back and go, hang on, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. My income doesn't matter on this. Nothing. Like, I could stop making YouTube, and the only thing that will happen is I will have more spare time to sit in front of the TV. But that's it. Oh wow, the comments are going crazy. Just stupid video games with friends to help. Yeah, this is true. So some Good Stegosaurus is saying that he recently started uploading not Airsoft, just gaming videos with his friends to help with the depressive spell, and it really did help. And it does, because if you're doing it to like have a good time with your mates and just show the stupid stuff that you do, then it's great. Like, we can all have a good laugh. So some of my older videos are from us mucking about as uni students. One where we one of the favourite ones that got shared around was when one of my mates went, "Do you think people would run away if I taped up a potato to look roughly like a BFG and threw it around the corner shouting grenade?" And guess what? It works. It works really, really well.
Potato grenade.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also understanding, isn't it? It's understanding when making the video what are the most popular videos. Like, so if I said to you guys right now, what's the top 2 most popular genre on YouTube? So what gets the most views? What kind of videos?
Video games and reacts, I believe, are the top 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
No? Oh wait, no.
Firearms, real steel.
T-series advert videos.
No. So the top 2, right? Music. Music
sure.
Gets the most views. That's number 1. Music. Number 2 is compilations. Nothing personal. So you laugh, you lose videos. videos that look what happens in Russia compilation.
Yeah.
Try not to laugh. Those compilations of stuff that isn't theirs, but yet they're earning so much money from it because it's that little sit there 4 to 5 second videos of a compilation of that you just sit there and you always have interaction with it, like because your brain isn't focusing on that one thing. Because what happens is 4 seconds, the video's over on a new thing, brand new clip.
Well, it's like Vines.
It's been there for ages.
Stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. But the concept's been there since the very beginning. You've been framed. It's the same concept, and that's what, you know, in your own ways you could try and manipulate it and work it into it and find it, and that's why, you know, like people like KSI went into music, and now he's got a UK number one, top of the chart.
Yeah, but so does Captain Major Tom.
YouTuber. But you're sitting there going like, these guys are just branching out money.
The thing is, we got to remember that Airsoft is a very niche topic.
It is.
So you're never going to be ultra big. In fact,
but that was my whole point.
Yeah, there are some million sub channels, but
I can think of 2.
Yeah.
But it's super rare.
Yeah. So you've got Novi Boy, and you've got House Gamers.
Silo.
Jet's gone over a million.
Jet's over a million. Silo, okay. Yeah.
Silo's close, if not over a million, I think.
But funny enough, none of the informational channels, like us, or I guess the biggest informational channel out there is probably Airsoftology, and he's only on 200k. Yeah. In fact, House Gamers rubbed that in when he did an interview with him, because he's been going like a tenth of the time, and it now has 5-6 times the sub count. But that's because non-airsofters watch airsoft gameplay videos because they're like video game gameplay videos.
Yes.
And they get featured on things like LadBible. That rubs me up the wrong way when LadBible keeps posting headshot compilation videos from Airsoft, and it's like, it earns them money, but it's just painting Airsoft in the wrong light.
Yeah.
No, they don't care. They get money.
Give a shit about Airsoft.
But the thing is, though, you say it's painting it in the wrong light, but it's advertising.
It is advertising. I guess you can say.
For example, like like rugby, and they do like big rugby tackles or illegal tackle compilations.
Yeah.
They're still a thing.
Yeah, I guess
they're still massive. Put rugby in a bad light. It just means someone's done some stupid shit.
And I guess no publicity is bad publicity.
It's still advertisement. It's still getting out there. I kind of want Airsoft to get to the point where I don't think it ever will in this country, but I want it to be at that point. It's the same in America, because that's where we, like, content creators will actually get the best from it. Because the more mainstream it is and more commercial, because at the moment our sport isn't commercial. There's no because we've got barriers. We've got the your gun needs to be two-toned if you're not an airsoft.
So the VCRA.
You've got the whole, you can't just go out and get one barrier. But in America, you can just walk up to a Walmart at the age of like 13 and get an orange tip one, go play your first airsoft game. And go play your first airsoft game. And when I was speaking to Jet and Leah, they were saying like the average player in America actually is 13 to 20.
Yeah. Oh, well,
years
what was
old.
it? Airsoftology said it's like the average player life cycle is 2 years. That someone will come in, play for 2 years, and then they're out.
It's about the same over here.
But
I
guess
it really isn't long.
Yeah, it's true. People.
That makes most of us fall veterans.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But it's all about getting the turnover. It's the turnarounds, that commercial turnover. This is obviously me thinking too much into it because that's how my brain works. I go very logical about it instead of everything else. And I start overthinking.
There's a thing there. Like if you've got core content in your channel, why not repurpose it every couple of years, 18 months?
Well, you see that on channels
which is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be redoing the bigger videos on my channel because I can do a better job, and there's a whole load of new people that haven't seen that stuff because it's older that can get exposed to it.
The turnover and the attrition rate of airsofters is that It's like that every 2-year thing. So if you redo it, you're gonna get views again.
Yeah.
You've made it.
It'll be a shitload better.
Although, I'd say you were saying earlier, Tom. We've since we've all done some of the older videos that we could probably repurpose. We've all learnt more. We've picked up better tips and tricks. We've probably got better at editing. Our sound quality is going to be better. We repurpose them. They're going to be much more polished videos of stuff that we've done before, but it'll probably get twice as many views.
Although that being said,
and it'll also be new to someone.
That is true. You always get that new viewer on. But the other thing is, it's not always a surefire thing that if you do it again, it will be better. Like there's sometimes you just can't capture that magic again.
It's easier for me because I don't do that because I can just go for the very process.
But even saying that,
plus I'm better on camera than I used to be by a million miles.
But who's the channel that does?
I'm really scared.
Yeah. Yeah, you do get more natural with time. That's the big thing. Even though I still always get big jitters whenever I'm about to start recording, it just making content does get inside your head, and sometimes it's just something that you can never get used to doing. But you just got to get used.
Well, it was a bit when I used to skydive. Right, there was a thing about really overconfident skydivers are crap and dangerous because you don't care enough anymore.
Yeah,
you're not safe enough. You don't care enough. Fear is what keeps you alive and keeps you moving and keeps you motivated. When you stop caring, which is basically why you're getting nervous because you care. When you stop caring, then there's something not quite right there, and then maybe you can different ways of thinking. Yeah, and thinking about fear or nerves in a different way. Maybe you're. So I have to tell this is all CBT that I've done over the years anyway for anxiety. It's maybe that fear is actually excitement about the process you're about to do, or you care about the process that you're about to undertake, and you think about those feelings in a different way. That can be quite beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely. Like for me, it's a case of I don't want to make content that people are going to watch and not enjoy. Like I don't want to because I've got subs and I consider that they are here because they like what they've seen already, and I don't want to put out a video that they go, oh, that was crap. Because I felt like I let them down. Because, like Will, you're saying, people are expecting that content. If you start uploading regularly, they're like, oh, Monday night, I'm going to get the new content. Airsoftology Monday on a Monday all the time. And then you imagine if that comes through and you watch it and it's low quality. The audio's crap. The video and audio are out of sync. And he doesn't even talk about Airsoft, for instance. You're just going to go, why the hell did I just watch this for 12 minutes? And I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm not watching.
Yeah, so I'm always there like, is this video good enough for my people to see? Like, I guess that's a big thing. Is you've got to realize that you will get inside your own head, and you've got to recognize when you are getting inside your own head, and just take a step back and go, all right, it's going to be fine.
I think there's an interesting point there about not being too ambitious. So don't. And a lot of vlogging channels do this. A lot of vlogging channels start off and they went, I'm going to load every day. Every day I'm going to do it. I'm going to load a video. That's a hell of a fucking thing. That's a hell of a thing to give yourself.
I've seen a few vlogging channels where they tried they would normally vlog like 3 or 4 times a week. And then one of them, he tried to vlog every single day for a whole month. And about 15, 16 days in, he'd come up on his video and I just can't do it. I'm taking a break. I can't do it.
It's because you've got people...
Imagine trying to do that with a full-time job.
Well, look at Casey Neistat. He did it for a year. But then he showed in one of them, this is my daily routine. And he sleeps for 3 hours a day. And it's just how the fuck do you do it? And then every morning he'd go for a half marathon run. And it's just
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, seriously, if you don't believe me, go back and watch some of his stuff. So he's kind of given it up now. But every morning he would go and run around most of Manhattan. It's just
but they've all got editors now, haven't they? They've all got editors, so they have more time.
Have they? He's added more stuff into them.
No, a lot of
no. People have people to edit for them.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Casey, this was him doing it by himself for a year, and now even if you watch Peter McKinnon and Matty Hapoya, those two both started off together and worked together in one office, and now they've both had to move out of that office because they brought editors in to edit their stuff for them. And you can tell because the style of the video changes, because every editor has their own style. And it's very hard to come in and clone someone's style and do it as authentically as they do.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is not something that we do in Airsoft. It's not like we're going to try and vlog every day. I mean...
no.
Yeah, but I think the point is you've got to be realistic, right? How much time do I have? How much time do I have available? How long is it going to take me to edit a video of a quality that I'm happy with? How do I get the content? I don't know, we've had this discussion, Ben. How do I come up with the content in order to release a video of sufficient quality on a regular basis that I'm happy with?
Yeah, absolutely. I can...
and hold down a job if you need to, which most of us will need to do. And and then there's sacrifices with your partner or your exercise regime, or you don't see your kids because you're stuck in a room editing. It's really tough. Oh, you don't see my dog. I don't see my if I'm editing, I don't see my dogs for the day, and they get really moody, and that's a sacrifice on my part. And I don't...
They're like, oh, he's editing again.
Well, they do. They're
outside at the door.
They do. They come to the door and look at me, and then just wander off in a huff.
Well, so I found with my stuff, most of my videos, for every minute of video that goes up live, it's probably been an hour of editing. So for a 15-minute video, that's 15 hours of editing work, yet let alone the recording work. Because say I'm doing a tech video, I'd usually spend 2 or 3 hours actually doing the tech work, at least. Especially if it's some stupid gun that takes an age to actually get into and start working on.
Aries L85.
Yeah, M14s, PPSHs, all of those lovely jobblies. It takes up a lot of time, and then if you're holding down a full-time job, you've got to come home, you've got to cook your dinner, you've got to spend some time with the other half. You know, it's a long old process, and so like I work a 37.5-hour week, which is not too long, not too short, but then add into that an hour of commute time,
average. Add
into that cooking time. You then, like, some nights I won't start doing video work until 10 at night, and then it's just a pain, and it really can be draining. And I get there were some times that I just needed to take that break and just go, you know what, screw it, I'm going to break my schedule.
It's just Sundays.
Just tell your audience.
Just be like, I'm really sorry, can't do a video this week. I've just not had the time.
Yeah.
Or go on. Have it.
I'd say, chaps, I just realised what the time is.
I know, I need to.
We're getting close. So I think, we're getting onto the crux of it. Of like, it can be stressful, especially because there's so much self-imposed pressure because you're seeing your analytics, and you can see how other channels are doing, and it gets to you, and you've got to learn to just not care, not that it's not care as much, it's to just
don't let it affect you.
Let it bother you as much.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing, if you guys have got time to talk about it, the whole idea of I want to make a video, but I'm too stressed to do it, or I don't think it'll be good enough, and it's how do you take those first steps again?
I film in blocks generally. So if I don't feel like
you were saying in your last live stream, wasn't you, Sam? You're saying that you tend to film in blocks. When you've got a good run that you can use, away you go.
I film in blocks. I'll film if I'm feeling, because I have anxiety and depression. If I'm feeling bad, I know if pushing it doesn't work.
No.
Pushing through it doesn't work. So I tend to, if I'm feeling good, I'll film in blocks, and then I'll know I've at least got footage, or I've got footage. So even if I don't edit it, and I've got footage in the can that I can just play with.
Yeah.
So I'll film, and then I'm okay. But that's easier for an informative channel because I can film, and actually I can just randomly pick up a gun and talk one waffle about it for 10 minutes and turn that into a video. It's reasonably engaging. Yeah. If you're doing gameplay, it's a lot harder because you've got to go to the site and you've got to get the footage and you've got to do stuff, you know. But for me, it's a bit easier in that respect because I can film. Or if I have, when I used to have Gadge or Phil over, we could film 4 episodes at once, and I might edit one a week. But I know I've got a month, I've got 2 months worth of content in the bank ready to go. makes life a lot
So
easier.
yeah, I think
I was doing that prior to all lockdown and everything. I used to have normally about 3 or 4 videos in stock. So if I couldn't be bothered to film something, I'd go, well, I filmed this, this, and this. I'll pull one of these videos out and I'll edit it and stick it up on YouTube because I've not had the time or I've not had the chance or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
I used to just do it week in, week out. Just used to record, Sunday edit, upload Monday.
yeah, it's
Slogged it.
I suppose routine
Absolutely
is also the way.
slogged it.
This is the routine. This is the routine that I do, and
Mm.
get used to it.
Yeah.
Which is like when you're training for an event, you have a plan and you stick to it unless something catastrophic happens.
yeah.
What I couldn't do was, when some people can half edit and then come back to it.
Who knew? Who knew?
I can't.
Edit in one go.
I can't. I have to edit it in one go
Yeah, I do.
because I have my inspiration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do a bit differently. I do
Sections.
a rough cut and then wander off and do something else for a bit, and then come back to it and then tighten it up.
I do find I can walk away, but it then takes me like an hour or so to get back into it, and I have to rewatch everything I've already done.
Oh, I can't.
And then I'll go through and go, actually, that's not good enough, and re-edit that again, and then move on to the new content. And it's a lot more painful. But if it's like 2 a.m. and you're still going, you're still like, no, I'm dead. I'm hands up.
I find it's not so bad if you're doing like for instance our recent live stream, Ben, where I was sectioning it off. It's not so bad then because I've got like 4 or 5 sections that I can come back to. So I'm like, all right, I've done that section. I'll leave it a day or 2. I'll come back and I'll do the next section.
Actually,
that's not so bad. If I'm trying to do a single video, then no, I've got to do it in one
the
go.
live streams, I find editing those down into digestible bits is actually quite easy because you just watch it and go, hang on, we're going off on a tangent here, cut. Watch through the tangent, cut, chuck that away. Oh, look, it's gone from 3 hours to 2 minutes. Done.
Or do a mark. We're going off a tangent, cut the wrong bit.
Yes.
Which is why I've got part 1 and part 3 done, because part 2 I went, just cut that bit up. I'll start
Anything
again.
wrong with that?
So yeah, I think that the key thing to do is if you're really struggling to make content, I'd say set up a camera and go, you know what, I'm not going to publish this. This is just me messing around and doing something. And then that takes the stress away.
Do what you enjoy.
Do what you enjoy. Go, hang on. I know
Yeah.
people want me to do this, but this is what I like to do, so I'm going to do that, God damn it. And then suddenly you'll be like, oh, this is actually really good. I'm actually going to put this out there. And then before you know it, you've gone, oh,
Yeah.
I've got a video up. It's
Yes.
Tell you one thing, what we used to do, and there's an analogy, right? So when we can skydiving, and one of the big skydiving qualifications was called FS1, so Formation Skydiving 1. And occasionally you'd get a student that would choke. So if they knew they were doing, otherwise they'd be completely competent and they could fly, quite happily fly, falling with style, with 3 other people. So you do a 4-way. But as soon as someone put a camera on their head to film them, to do that qualification skydive, they'd choke. So what you would then do is you go up to them and say, right, what we're going to do, right? This isn't your examination. This isn't an examination skydive. We're just going to go up and have fun, right? We're just going to go and have some fun. And then we'd go up and we'd do the formation skydive with them, and we'd land, and then we'd sit there and we'd go, right, you've passed. And we're like, what? we've got video footage of you. We've got video footage of you doing it. You just You just turned 12 points.
That's
You did 12 different formations on your 4-way with the pressure off. It was exactly the same conditions as you were previously doing, and they're like, "What? Yeah. Done. Well done. Shake your hand. Thank you very much."
It was very similar with my motorcycle test. It was like, yeah, this isn't part of your test. We're just going to go out for a ride. Went out for a ride, come back and went, there's a certificate. You've passed. When? Who? Why? Hey? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kubrick did a similar thing with Doctor Strangelove, because he wanted it to be this big satire and make all the generals big children and stuff, but the guy playing the lead general in it wanted it to be serious, and he's like, okay, I'll tell you what, why don't we just do a take, and we won't record it, just do a take, just ham it up, make it super over the top, and just get it out your system, and then we'll do a serious take. And he went, okay, cool. And then they do that, and he'd record that, and then just not record any of the serious takes. and then lo and behold, we have.
So what we're saying. Take the pressure off yourself. So if you're feeling stressed, just take the pressure off and just
trying to have fun.
So I find this with gameplay. Sometimes
you try and force good. Yeah, if you try and force good gameplay, you come across as a dick. And
it comes back to the old adage, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you're doing what you're doing, you're not in your life.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten so angry before, but I've had to go and sit out because it's not the fact that I'm angry at the players or anything, because I'm not. It's or the fact that I'm losing. It's the fact that I'm frustrating myself because I can't get what I'm trying to get, and that is an issue.
Just
like such an issue.
Yeah, and
I it's getting over that mental barrier of sitting and actually going, you're here to have fun. Like you're paying money to be upset. What are you doing?
I mean, I think that was the realization that some people had, like Bodge Up. So shortly before he packed it in, I was at a game at Sandpit and he was there, and it was probably 10-15 minutes before lunch, and he was on my team, and I came back to the spawn and he was kind of standing there. I'm like, oh, how's it going? You done anything good so far? And he's like, oh no, one of my cameras has been playing up and I've just been trying to fix it all morning. And I'm like, we've been out here for 3 hours now and you haven't left the spawn. What? You've paid like 40 quid to come to this site, so you've effectively spent 20 quid to just stand there and dick about with your camera. Like,
yeah, because in your head, even if you went out and shot, in your head you'd go, what I'm doing is pointless. And that's quite a toxic thing in itself, because you're going there going, even though I'm shooting people and doing what the sport is and having fun,
I can't make a video out of this.
In your head, you're going, this is pointless. Well, yeah, but because you're going, this is pointless.
Yeah. And I think
it's not. It's not.
Good content can't be forced.
I had it vaguely recently. Sorry, I had it vaguely recently with the GHK, which broke on me. So we drove up to Thurliston, got all the targets out, everything set up to do a full range video, and the hop shaft and the hop broke, and I nearly smashed that fucking thing off the floor. I had the owner of Thurliston, his helper and Joe, my partner, all telling me not to smash the thing, and I was like, I'm just so frustrated. We're waiting to do this video for literally 6 months, and it's not working, and I was just like, it was. And I just went,
which you would be.
So infuriating.
I promised my subs this video. I promised my subs this video.
Yeah.
And do you know what? They're not going to get it anymore because it's gone off. It's gone off to turn into what? Gone off to turn into my SAS gun, which I'm super happy about.
A2,
It's broke. So I'm A2ing it, and it's going to be sweet.
Yeah. And I very, very, very rarely shoot game footage because the amount of times I've had a problem with cameras, it's just like, sod it, give up trying to film game footage, because every time we get like 4 or 5 of us take cameras, one of us has got issues with cameras, so we're like, sod it, let's just not film game footage.
Yeah. This is why I'm really happy to just do the Zoom camera one, because it's just one camera.
Yeah, and you could just do a hit compilation.
And I could put a 250 gig or 500 gig, whatever they are, memory card in it, and I just leave it on for the whole day.
Yeah.
I don't have to turn it off. I don't have to keep syncing all my cameras. I don't have to clap. I just turn it on. If I get good shots, I get good shots. If I don't, I don't.
So I'm getting a major vibe from all this, which is really you need to enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. Good content can't be forced.
Yeah, you really
just got to enjoy what you do.
It's a simple thing.
You really need to enjoy it.
If you enjoy it.
Which is why my channel's mostly reviews, because I enjoy buying the guns and playing with them and reviewing
them. If you enjoy the content you're making, odds are the viewers who watch it will pick up on your enjoyment and enjoy it too. Whereas if you're making content because you have to make that content and you're pissed off with having to make that content and you just want to do it,
it will come across.
That will come across.
And certainly, if you're not being paid the big bucks for it, then which is a reward in its own, which is a complete reward in its own in its own right. I mean, if you're doing it for yourself largely, which most of us are, you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's another reason I haven't put out a huge amount of content recently, because I simply couldn't afford any more guns.
I'm going to have to jet in the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to see the dogs, really.
So before we quickly wrap it up, I just want to ask, we all want more subs, right? It's just inherent.
Yeah.
But why? Like, I'm just thinking about, why do I want more subs? Because what's it going to do for me, really? Other than my content's going to be seen by more people.
Vanity. Perception.
Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, you've got to be massive before anyone's willing to send you stuff to review, right? So that's not going to happen for me. Maybe Tom, you might get to that point where you might be able to get stuff to review.
I'm there already.
But yeah.
Well, most of it gets refused because I can't do an honest review.
Absolutely. This is the thing. The other thing is I want to be honest. Like I like your channel because it's honesty, and I want to be honest. So then, why would I accept free stuff? Because I'm inherently going to be biased by it. So then, really, I don't need the subs. I don't need that sub number to grow. I just want the people that are already watching to enjoy what I watch. But I've still got that thing ticking in my head, going, "Oh, what's my sub count at? Is it going up?" And
well, it's largely the metric by which we judge how successful you are.
Absolutely, I think that's it. It's all a case of us wanting to be successful. Because at the end of the day, everyone, it's human nature. You want to be successful and you want to be liked. But you've got to remember to just ignore all of that and just make the content you want to make. And if you enjoy it, I'm sure other people will enjoy it.
Ignore the haters. Ignore the haters.
Absolutely.
Or the big one from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't ever listen to don't ever listen to the naysayers.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to the naysayers, man. You know, so many people told Arnold Schwarzenegger what he was doing and the gym routines he was doing was wrong.
He's done some fantastic. He's done some really amazing motivational speaking.
I actually watch a lot.
I listen to Dwayne. I listen to The Rock, Dwayne, The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
He does some amazing motivation. Like, The Rock was on the line to be in the NFL and got dropped in college football, and he couldn't understand. He couldn't understand how he'd worked for so long for it, and it's crazy. And then he had to work his ass off to where he is now. Like, he's someone who could never stay not successful. Do you know what I mean? He'll succeed in everything he does.
I mean, he's gone from being one of the best WWE wrestlers. I know it's all scripted, to being a massive movie star. Yeah. Like he's the most. I think he's the most paid actor at the moment.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Good guy.
And one of the things with Schwarzenegger was, I remember he said that when he first came to America, or went to America, he met with Mark Hamill. And the advice he gave him was change your surname, because no one's going to hire you with that surname, and no one will be able to pronounce it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then he's like, no, I think I.
And he was like, no.
Now everyone knows it.
But Purple Helmet's just pointed that as well. Yeah, Arnold got laughed at Hollywood because of his accent as well.
But it's now the Nolan accent. Right. So we need to wrap it up. So I'm going to quickly ask anyone, if you've got last minute questions, put them in the comments. I've seen one. What's a good helmet cam, do you think? Something low key, i.e., not a big GoPro box.
Buy a GoPro and
if you find a main GoPros,
I suppose.
Yeah, if you find the main GoPro is too big, either look at getting a run cam or one of these types of cameras.
The cap.
Yeah, cap cam. Or if you need it on a helmet, look at, there is the run cam equivalent of the GoPro Session, which was a great camera that they don't make anymore for some reason.
Honestly, just buy a GoPro.
Fair enough.
Just a GoPro with a proper head mount.
You get a nice low profile mount that takes it right into your helmet. Disappears.
Yeah, it tucks right into your shroud, and it just looks just like your shroud anyway.
The quality's there, the stabilisation's there. It will record. It won't fade on you. It's just
although
suck it up
the newer ones, The newer ones, the glass breaks really easily, and they don't have exchangeable lenses, and it costs a bomb to replace the glass. So maybe look at the DJI. I can't remember what it is.
You get a perspex for it.
Case it, put it in
yeah, but the DJI one has a replaceable lens, and it's slightly cheaper and has good image stabilization.
But I think it's one of the it's one of those things not to they don't cost a massive. I know that it's money. But it's something not. I just think cameras are things not to skip out on. You don't have to go. You don't have to go brilliant, but just don't mess around. It makes so much easier.
Don't buy a cheap one. Just spend the money on it. Any points that you guys want to make before we head off?
I think we've covered pretty much everything.
I think so.
Everything. We just need to really sort of
I'm going to say it again because it's come up loads of times. It's enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
Enjoy what you do.
Enjoy yourself.
If you don't enjoy it, you won't carry on doing it.
So find something you.
That's kind of the proof with me.
Too hard and enjoy it.
Enjoy it, have fun, and if you enjoy the content you make, others will find it and enjoy it. And don't change your content to try and get more subs, because then you're just going to end up hating the stuff that you do.
I will say, because it's happened to me. Believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
Do the right things to get your information or your stuff out, because otherwise, as Will, what was the phrase you used earlier, Will, about
don't be a busy fool.
Don't be a busy fool. I think that's really. I totally agree. And I think I've been guilty of being a busy fool from time to time, and something I'm working on not doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
it's a big one. It's a big one. It really is a big one.
Be smart with what you do and enjoy it. Is the big things. So on that, I will say thank you all so much for coming on, and for being so honest and open about it. So I think it's been a really, really good stream. And again, to all the viewers out there, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you found it informative, educational, and have learned something from it. And thank you for asking your questions and interacting. It always makes the stream so much better. Any last words you guys want to say from the gun deck?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been awesome.
Absolutely great.
Look at this one.
Yes. Oh, he's at the pub. Right. Okay.
He's at the pub. Where's he gone?
Look at this guy.
God, they hold still.
Look at these cannons.
And freeze.
Do you think they're? Do you think they are airsoft rated? You think they're under sight limits?
24-pounders.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
But
right.
He's back to his basement.
Right, okay, I think I'm just trying to think of how to wrap this up. Thank you all so much for coming, and we will see you all soon. Ta-da.